Hi everybody, today we will just revise our first chapter and then we will start our new chapter. We complete our first chapter in last session. Even we also see the summary of first chapter. Today we just revise the summary of first chapter. In this chapter we learn how to design a simple web page using HTML. HTML is a fundamental utility that describes how to web content is composed. You should be underlined. This is a very important line. Published at driving web browser. If this type of important line, I always told you to underline this line. To write an HTML code, we are using simple notepad, gedit, site to build a HTML documents. You already see in small practical session. Now I just want to tell you, you must be prepared a 200 pages notebook to write a question answer of our chapters. There are some marks at the end of year to your notebook which is required for practical exam as well as theory exam. So write a short note on history and evaluation of HTML. In first chapter, first paragraph or second paragraph, you will get the answer of this question. Same way, there are total some questions. There are some objective questions also. To display the web content, which markup language is needed, HTML language is required, which of the following is considered as a language for describing a web page, same answer HTML. What is the full form of HTML, hypertext markup language. These type of questions are here. You should be note down all descriptive as well as objective question in your notebook. And now there are laboratory exercise. If you have computer, you should practice this laboratory exercise. This is a simple revision of our first chapter. Now we are going to start our second chapter. I hope you should be clear this first chapter. If you have any doubt, call me anytime. I already noted my number. Our second chapter is head and body section. Now these are not new word for you. What is head and what is body? As we have human part, we have a head, we have a body, but in HTML, an HTML document is divided into two sections called head and body. The head section of HTML document is provided necessary information about the HTML document, and the content of the head section is included in head and head tags. The combination of these tags and content between is known as head element. Head tag means which contain the information about that document. The first obvious thing that can be included into the head section is the title. If you are aware or if you remember, when I type the coding of HTML, the first tag is HTML and immediately after first tag the head tag is there. Suppose I want to note down here, see, HTML tag start. Immediately head tag start. In head tag, title of our web page 1. Suppose my title page is this. After closing this title tag, I will close my head tag, and after closing head tag, body tag is always start. Without in body, I want to write in paragraph, this is my first web page. My paragraph is over. Suppose I want to write in big size page page 1 H1. I hope you will be able to understand head section and body section. Now I will save this file with page 1.html name. Now suppose I want to see the output of this file. How we will see the output? We just open our browser. We just go to home menu, otherwise Alt F, or we just minimize this file. We must know the path of our file. This is our file. I am opening here. The name of our file is, the file created by us is page 1. We will open it with Google Chrome. See, page 1 is my heading. Are you getting my point? See, web page 1. And note it in this is my first page. And in title, whatever the content written in title bar, are you able to see web page 1? See, these content are written in title menu, so it show in title bar. This topic we already covered in our first chapter. Now we will continue our next topic. So the head section also contain additional information about the content and the HTML document. You know, when we purchase any textbook, at that time that textbook or storybook, the author name is there, who published, publisher name will be there. Same way, when anyone create a web page or website, there are author name, who create website, who published that website. All these type of information are stored in head section. Now comment. Comment means what? There are some information which we want to store for developer purpose only. When we create website, we want to write some lines. Suppose why I am using list or why I am using image in this web page. I don't want to show that lines in my web page, but I want to store why I am going to write this line. So this type of content written in comment tag. Comment allow you to provide additional information of HTML code. The comments are not meant to be displayed. That is no one can see the comments unless they look HTML source code. This tag is used. The comment is very important in our HTML page. Suppose we will see it in our example. Next example, other meta tag. Meta tag means what? That tell the web page to look a specific URL after some seconds or after some time. You know PowerPoint presentation. First slide, second slide will come after 5 seconds. So this type of pages we want to play after every 5 seconds, or some information we want to use again and again, display again and again. We will use the meta tag. Now HTML base. The base tag specifies the base URL, universal resource locator, the path of our web page, target for all relative URL in the page. See, summarize important HTML head element. Which are the sub tag of head elements are shown here. Head, define the information about the document. Title, define the title of a document. Base, define a default address or default target for all links on a page. Link, define the relationship between two documents. Meta, defines a metadata about HTML document. Script, define a client-side script. Style, define a style information for a document. Consider HTML code shows in figure 2.1 to explain with head elements. This example we will see in practical. Nothing will be printed but this line. Except this line there will be not printed. Now body section. Very important section. The body section of an HTML document is written between body and body tag. The HTML body element acts as a container of an item which have to display within a browser. Means whatever will be going to display in browser and written in body start and body close tag. You know very well what is browser. Browser is a specific software in which we are able to open a website. Without a browser, we are unable to open our web page or website. In previous chapter, we have seen some text related to heading, paragraph, formatted text that can appear in body section. Did you remember what is formatted text tag? Bold, italic, underline. So, hence some tags are there like P or BR tag which need not require to close, or so it's called empty tag. There are some tags which do not require any content, hence they are called empty tag. Example of such empty tag is BR. You must remember this line, filling the blanks. This question generally will come in your exam. Now, background image. You are aware about the background image. Suppose this code is there. Suppose I want to insert any background in this page. It will become attractive. See, like here. If you have any picture, star.jpg. Suppose this is a picture. I want to show this picture in my web page or this penguin picture. First, I should be store it in my folder where my notepad file will be there. Jellyfish image. Now I want to use this image in my web page. What is my web page file name? Page 1. I will open this file with notepad. So we are going to see body background. So we will just write here like this way in this tag, body, BACKGROUND. See how they write? We will write the same way. Equal to perfect name of that image file which we are going to use. See, simple, just copy. F2. Which type of file is JPG? I will write here Ctrl V dot JPEG. Double quote will be closed. File will be saved. Now we will open this file. Maybe some issue.